Hello, it's me James and welcome back to another Minecraft Bedrock Edition glitch video. So of course we've gone from the 1.16.4 to 1.16.100, and of course if you was on like iOS or Android you might have been on the 1.16.5, but now we should all be on the 1.16.100 video. And of course when a new update drops, I like to keep you guys updated on what works and what doesn't. So today I am going to run through all of the working duplication glitches on the 1.16.100 version. Again, if you've got any tips, tricks or glitches you want to submit, all of my links can be located in the description below. So let's not waste any more time and get straight on into today's video. Okay, so number one, very easy to set up. You're just going to need some solid blocks, some sand or some gravel, and of course the items that you want to duplicate. You could pretty much do this on the first day, and of course it would start raining. Okay, so when you've got these blocks set up in this formation, you want to go ahead and grab your sand, crouch space, and simply place 2 blocks of sand above your head so you're taking damage. Then keeping crouch space, go out the block, but so you can still enter the block like so. And you just want to go out like that, and basically you want to open your inventory. Be very careful in this new update. I've noticed when you open your inventory it will actually stop you from crouching. That is actually like a really bad bug, so yeah, be really careful of that. Go ahead and throw all the items that you want to duplicate outside of your inventory. You want to go ahead and crouch space again because you won't be crouching, and go and take damage. And you just want to Alt and F4 out of the application. Soon as you have done that, you want to open the application once again and go back into the world you just exited out of. It goes without saying as well, always make a copy of your world, because sometimes these ones where you exit the game you can actually lose your items. So we're going to go back into this world, and there we go. We've got all the items in my inventory and all of the items on the floor, so I can go and pick those up. And I'll put them all in this chest. Again, guys, remember to copy your worlds, because sometimes you can actually lose your items, but for the most part it works reasonably well. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, so number 2, kind of the same concept, although we're not going to be taking damage, and this time we're going to be duplicating a lot more. In fact, we're going to be duplicating a full inventory of shulker boxes. So what we're going to need to do is grab ourselves a chest, just a single chest, and first of all break it, and then place it like so. Then save and quit. Basically the game will obviously remember that point. Of course, if you haven't already, make sure you've got the copies of your world. At this point you want to go inside your chest and place as many shulker boxes as you can. Of course, you don't want to take too long doing this, so be reasonably quick. And then of course you want to remove 4 pieces of sand, dirt or gravel, because that's really quick. And as soon as you've done that, you want to Alt F4 out of the game. Of course, you don't want to pick a block that's going to take longer than a second to actually remove. So sand or gravel or dirt are the perfect blocks. And then as soon as you've loaded back in, you can go back on the world. Of course, make sure you've got copies of the world, because sometimes it can go wrong. As you can see, we've got these blocks missing. I'm actually standing over here. I think I was standing there already, but as you can also see, we fully duplicated a full inventory of shulker boxes. I very rarely lose items using this way as well, although it goes without saying, please make a copy of your world if you're going to try this one. But yeah, this is probably the best one to go for. Alright, so for number 3, you are going to want to grab yourself a donkey or a llama. As you can see, we've got donkeys, we got llamas, and you want to grab yourself some chests as well. So as soon as you've tamed a donkey or llama, throw some chests on the donkey or the llama. Again, you then want to save and quit. This is just going to make Minecraft remember. Of course, make sure you've got the copies of your world going on. And we're going to go back in. As soon as we go back in, we're going to throw the items that we want to duplicate inside of the donkey. Any items, it doesn't really matter what. And then we want to jump off over here. You don't really want to pick these items up. And we're just going to go ahead and kill the donkey. As soon as we've done that, we're going to quit out of the application. Go back onto the application. And of course, we're going to go back onto the world that we just went out of. And if we've done this correctly, we should, of course, have some items. Right, so we've duplicated 2 of those. We got 2 stacks of those. We got 2 stacks of those. We got 2 stacks of those. We duplicated all the items, as you can see. Pretty good. The only downside is, of course, we have lost a noble donkey. That's pretty much why I don't like this one. Yeah, keep the donkeys, keep the llamas. Just use the other chest ones. Although, this one does still work. On to the next one. Okay, so the next one is like the other ones. Although this one is, like 100% efficient. You will never, ever lose items. You will only ever gain items. Although, you do have to quit the application. I have showcased this one on my channel before. A lot of people called for me to actually show you how to set it up. So, that is exactly what I'm going to do. First of all, you want to grab yourself a chest, like so. And a couple solid blocks in this formation. As well as that, you want to grab a light block just here. On top of that, a redstone torch, a redstone lamp, whatever you want to call it, and place it on top of that solid block. Then we're going to grab our comparator and not place it there. We're going to place it right behind that solid block. So basically, when we go ahead and open this and take items out of it, so if I go ahead and place an item in there, you can see that lights up, right? We've got a little bit of a signal, right? So if I go ahead and you know, place items in there, or take them out, should I say, we're gonna start a redstone signal. So if I, like I say, if I have all these items in here and then I take all of them out like so, it turns the signal off. You get what I mean. Then what we're going to want to do is grab ourselves some redstone like so. Now, depending on like the lag and stuff in your world, what you're going to want to do is work out how many repeaters you need to do. This is a little bit of a long process, but basically from here, you're going to want repeaters and put them on 4-tick delay. Because this is a new world, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to need 60 repeaters, although I've got 64 here. So I'm going to lay out 60 repeaters and I'll be back as soon as I've done that. Alright, I've finished setting up all of the repeaters. Also, I'm going to need a pickaxe, so I'm very quickly going to jump into creative just to grab myself a pickaxe. Alright, I've got myself a pickaxe. Boom, let's go back into survival. Basically, I put this block in the wrong place, so you want to go ahead and place this block just here. Basically, we want to be connecting into this like so, and then simply connect that up like so. And of course, you want to crouch space, or rather not crouch space, and actually place it so it's linking that up. Now, when we actually, for example, if we have some items in here, and then we take them out, you can see that like this starts to go off, right? And when this gets to the end, and this lights, that is when we are going to want to close the application. And then once it's run out, what you want to do is throw any items you want to duplicate inside that chest. That is correct. Any items, just fill the chest up. And of course, then you want to wait and be ready. So of course, you want to be alting F4ing on the Windows 10 edition. If you're on a different version, you want to find the quickest way to quit the application. And of course, soon as that light turns on, we're going to go ahead and quit the application like so. Like I said, with redstone, you can very much get this exact, so you're never ever going to lose items. You can only ever gain items. So it's really actually quite good. Let's just go ahead and see what happened. Basically, I was a little bit better with my timing there. We didn't lose any items, like I said, and we did gain items. Again, if you adjust this perfectly, you can get it so you can gain all of the items every single time. Personally, this is the one that I would use if I was you. There is no risk to this one, although when you're setting it up, I'd probably just do it with dirt or something like that, because when you're first setting it up, you may lose the items, but when you've got it set up perfectly, you never ever will lose any items. Let's get on to the next one. Okay, so this one, we are going to be using chunk borders, okay, and I'm going to need to go into creative to set this up. I'm going to very, very quickly set this up. It's very, very easily. We're going to need some basic redstone and, of course, a chunk border. Alright, so the items you're going to need for this one are some solid blocks, one torch, one lever, one repeater, some redstone. You want some sticky pistons, and you want some chests as well. First of all, what we're going to do is set up a little clock, and we're going to do this, where should we do this? Let's do this in this chunk just here, right? So we're going to use the edge of this chunk, and over here, we're going to set up a little clock like so. So, very simple clock. We're going to go like this and this, remove that middle block like so. We're going to place a torch just there. We're going to place a piece of dust just there and a repeater just there. You can see it will start to flash, so we can turn that off just like so. In addition to this, we may have to just like do this a little bit more down here, but that's not to worry. Basically, we want to place our pistons here like so. I'm going to take that one off the end just so I can fit this in. Of course, if you want to do this the whole length, you're going to want to move that over there a little bit, but for now that will be perfect. Of course, you want to make sure they are sticky pistons. Then you want to place chests all the way down these sticky pistons, and of course you want to fill these chests up with whatever you want to duplicate. So if you've got shulker boxes full of items, fill them up, because this is going to be like yeah, OP, right? So I want to go ahead and link all of these up like so, as you can see. And basically when we turn this on, look what happens. They will go in and out of the chunk, right? So basically now we can go ahead and save and quit. And then what we're going to want to do, of course, make a copy of your world. We're going to want to go on to our world like so. I am going to go ahead and go into survival. And yeah, we're going to start this again. To get this one to work, all you need to do is when you're at this stage, basically, like I said, save and quit. And when you jump back into your world, basically, all you're going to want to do is turn on the machine and remove 20 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and of course 20. As soon as you hit the 20th block, close the application, and of course you want to go back onto the world that we just of course closed out of. And if we have done this correctly, we should actually have a double chest, if that makes sense. As you can see, we have got double chests. So we've got a row of chests just here, and of course if these are full of like shulker boxes, it's going to be epic. So a little trick to this one, by the way, sometimes you might not be able to open these. All you've got to do is I think all you got to do is break something around them just to activate them again, and then they simply, you're able to open them. Same for these ones, but that one is pretty good if you want to do like massive amounts of stuff. That is probably the one for you. Anyway, let's get on to the next one. Okay, so the next one is exclusively for iOS and Android devices. Again, I'm fairly certain actually it works on touchscreen laptop devices. So basically, for saying 1.16.100 was quite a big update, I'm not sure why this didn't get patched, although it didn't get patched. This one is the beacon duplication glitch. Basically, what you're going to want to do is grab some items in your hotbar. Again, you only need one of each item. Unfortunately, this does not work for non-stackable items. This only works for stackable items. Once you've got the stackable items, one of each item, or just like a couple of them, in your hotbar, you're simply going to want to grab yourself a beacon. Go into the beacon, and believe it or not, all you've got to do is simply tap on that item, and it will duplicate in front of your very eyes. This one is very, very OP. And like I said, I'm fairly surprised that it didn't get patched, and I'm happy it didn't get patched, to be fair. I use this one on my iPhone all of the time. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it works on laptops as well, but as you can see, simply all I'm doing is tapping, and I am getting so many items. Again, if the items are not in your hotbar, I'll very quickly show you what happens. If they are not in your hotbar and you have them just scattered in your inventory and you try and do this duplication glitch, it will not work. Again, let me go ahead and do that. Oh, of course, they're going to change. I'm really bad at iOS controls. Let me just go ahead and throw this stack out just to show you very, very quickly. And let me go back into the beacon. Again, let me move these from my hotbar. Of course, now they're not in my hotbar. I'm tapping, and it does not duplicate. However, if I move them to my hotbar, tap, it'll just duplicate. It's so awesome. This one is probably the best one, considering you don't have to actually leave the application. Again, it's handy if you have got like a phone, a different device that you do jump on and use this. I have no idea why this does not work on Switch. I've tried, although I heard a few people saying it's something to do with the settings, like the GI settings, UI settings. I'm not sure. Let me just go and have a look. So yeah, if you go into video and then you go onto the UI profile, you can have classic or pocket. So if I go ahead and jump into pocket edition, of course I'm on the Windows 10 edition at the moment. You can see when I like open stuff, chest, I get the pocket edition kind of layout, right? So same when I kind of open the beacon, although it still doesn't work, which is kind of a shame. I mean, it would be epic if it worked on this version. Only works on touchscreens versions. Now I'm going to go ahead and change that setting. Yeah, make sure you got that setting set up, although it could not work. I don't know if that's a thing, although like I said, I heard a few people saying it to me, saying it could be a thing. So there we have it. There are all the working duplication glitches I know of. Again, if you have any tips, tricks, or glitches to submit, all of my links are in the description below, so do not hesitate to hit me up. So yeah, thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.